The oxygen of love, trust between God and us. Trust is the oxygen love breathes. Without it, even the strongest bonds suffocate, and nowhere is this clearer than in our relationship with God. From the dawn of Scripture to its final pages, trust is not a mere accessory to faith. It is its marrow. When trust lives, love flourishes. When it dies, love gasps and collapses under its own weight. In the quiet desert night, under a canopy of stars, Abraham heard promises too vast to comprehend. He had no child, no evidence, no roadmap. Yet he believed in the Lord, and he counted it to him for righteousness. Genesis 15:6. That belief was not intellectual assent, it was relational trust. Abraham staked his entire future, his hopes and identity on the character of God. It was trust that unlocked communion. God could work with that soil. Contrast this with Israel, standing on the edge of their inheritance, yet paralyzed by fear. After miracles, signs, and daily manna, they recoiled, doubting God's intention and ability. And the Lord said unto Moses, How long will this people provoke me? And how long will it be ere they believe me for all the signs which I have shewed among them? Numbers 14:11. Their suspicion turned intimacy into alienation. God's arms were outstretched, but their distrust built walls where there should have been bridges. Trust is not blind gullibility. It is seeing through the lens of God's unchanging character when circumstances are murky. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, 2 Corinthians 4:18, we are called to anchor ourselves in what is eternal. When trust falters, even our prayers and worship can become hollow performances, a going through the motions where we orbit God in fear instead of walking with Him in freedom. Jesus himself marveled when trust appeared in unexpected places. The centurion, a Gentile soldier, grasped what many Israelites missed. He said in essence, "Just say the word and I know it is done." Jesus responded, "Verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel." Matthew 8:10. Trust breathed life into that moment. Healing flowed because a heart rested securely in the authority and goodness of Christ. Yet in Jerusalem, Jesus wept. "O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and ye would not." Matthew 23:37. His lament was not over rule-breaking, but heart-breaking distrust. In friendships, in marriages, in families, and yes, in our walk with God, love cannot thrive on suspicion and doubt. Every unanswered prayer becomes a betrayal. Every silence feels like conspiracy. Without trust, we wither in spiritual insecurity, second-guessing God's heart. Trust is the bedrock that allows love to risk, to forgive, to endure. Without it, faith itself becomes a hollow mimicry of connection. Yet God is patient. Rebuilding trust is always the path to resurrection. Even when Peter denied him 3 times, Jesus returned with grace that restored trust, not with accusations. His question, "Lovest thou me?" John 21:17, was not a test of doctrine but a reopening of relational trust. Trust breathes life where doubt strangled it. Trust invites us not merely to believe in God, but to believe God, to rest in His promises, to lean into His character, to walk in His love, without flinching. Without trust, love dies on the vine. With trust, love risks everything and gains even more.